Back to your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Yanks win 2 out of 3 against the Blue Jays. They once again beat a good team. This is called momentum. This is incredible. The Houston series, I was like, okay, now the Blue Jays. I mean, this team, I think, has won 11 out of their last 14, something like that. I mean, they're rolling and they're beating good teams and they're pitching. Yes, they're hitting home runs, but they're pitching. Starters, bullpen, getting some guys back. Yarborough is back. Heel, which we'll talk about in a second. Just a fantastic series. Every game, I mean, I know they lost game one. We'll get into that. I mean, currently right now, the Yankees are 2 back of first place. 2 games back of first place. They could. I said this like after the Houston series. I'm like, they could definitely win the AL East easily. It's there are like 3 more weeks, 2.5 more weeks of the season. There's so many games left, and they're playing like we know they can play. So just to recap, they lose game 1, 7-1, and Schlittler just didn't have it. Okay, he goes an inning and 2/3, gives up 4. The game, I'm not saying the game is lost there, but I mean that was about it. Gossman absolutely shoved. He went 8 innings, 5 Ks, 1 earned run. I mean, he was pretty much unhittable. But your starter leaves after an inning and 2/3 and gives up 4 earned, a couple walks. Just wasn't very good. And that was that. And that's baseball. You know, that's going to happen. Sometimes you're going to have a clunker in there. But they completely rebound. Completely. And game 2, they win 3-1. Heel goes 6 innings, 4 walks, 1 K, but grinds and shows his elite stuff, which is unbelievable. You get... You know, Bednar has been phenomenal. That's another thing. We'll talk about the bullpen. He gets his 21st save of the year. And, you know, they win that game with no home runs, which is really impressive. Again, that, you know, Dominguez, singled and, you know, there wasn't a ton of power in that game. And this team, you know, I mean, Volpe got a double. Wells and Dominguez get RBIs, but no home runs on that Saturday game when they win 3-1. And Heel is good, and they play good defense. I mean, that error column is one that you should be looking in the box score all the time. They had no errors. They played a clean game, 5 hits for the Jays, 5 hits for the Yankees. They win a close one. That is so encouraging for so many reasons because we know the Yankees' formula for success is outslugging their opponent. And they won 3-1, and they did it with pitching, bullpen, and base hits, and playing good defense. I'm not saying like that's who this team is, but like I know they can do it. Can they do it consistently? Is the question. But they are beating good teams, which is really, really encouraging. And at the right time. Like, if you want to be playing good baseball, it's right now. And they are. So that was game 2. Let's get into Sunday's game. The rubber match. They win that one 4-3. Really close game. Fried gets the win. He goes 16-5. Ben Rice has a huge 3-run homer. To put the Yankees up 3-0 in the first to really set the tone. When you think like, all right, who's going to win the third game of the series? He sets the tone right away, ropes it to right field, and you know it was a low scoring game. They win 4-3. Guerrero gets back in the mix. Alejandro Kirk, Springer, they contribute, and then Bellinger hits a huge double. That brings that ends up being the winning run, and that's it. And again, this Fried was fantastic. He 7 innings, 3 earned runs, 4 Ks, 1 walk. His ERA is 3.02, almost in the twos. He's 16-5. He's been great this year. And then, you know, and then he goes 7 strong innings. And then there's the bullpen. The bullpen, I think, in my opinion, has been the unsung hero of this series because they've won close games. They've gotten good starting pitching from Heel, and they've gotten good starting pitching from Fried. I wouldn't say either of them were like absolutely dominant. I mean, Fried gave up 3 earned, 6 hits, 4 Ks. I mean, Heel walked 4 and only struck out 1, but they battled and they kept the team in the game. And the bullpen, Devin Williams on Sunday threw a scoreless inning of relief, and that is a very high leverage situation that he is in. A very high leverage situation. That's a ton. I can't believe Boone did that. I was kind of freaking out. And then Bednar comes in and gets the save, shuts it down. His 22nd save of the season, 2.47 ERA. I mean, he's been incredible. And it's Cruz, it's Weaver. These are everyone is contributing in this bullpen, and the pitching has been so solid. And no one has, this bullpen has not been very good, but they are really solidifying at a very good time. And, they just, again, the Yankees, you can see it in their body language, their demeanor, in the dugout. They're proving to themselves that they can beat good teams. They know they can slug and out-homer crappy teams that have mediocre pitching because they have so many guys that can slug on their team. And the game gets out of hand, and if they out-homer the other team, it's over. But they're playing much better teams. They're hitting for power, but in this series, they won a couple games with maybe 1 home run or none. And they've pitched, and they've played pretty solid defense, clean baseball. This is I didn't know this team could do this. I mean, throughout the whole season, I'm like, they play sloppy baseball. They don't always make routine plays. They make poor throws. They're not great on the base paths. All they do is hit home runs. I'm very encouraged with these last couple series with the Astros and the Blue Jays because it shows me that they can do it. Can they do it consistently? Can they do it in big games against good teams? Well, they just did in a couple series, and now they're 2 games back of first place. I mean, again, this just shows how long the baseball season is. But, I mean, obviously watching the team as a fan, you're like, wow, I thought they could do this. Or, they certainly have the talent to do it, but it doesn't matter. The Brewers do not have a ton of talent on that team, and they're by far the best team in baseball because they play better than everyone else. They pitch better, their bullpen's better, and they get guys on base and they get key hits, and they do it consistently, and they do it all the time, and they hustle, and they're fast, and they play good defense, and they steal bases. But they don't have a fraction of the talent that the Yankees do, not even close. But it's not always about talent. It's about making plays and showing up in key situations and showing up against good teams. I am watching the Yankees prove to themselves that they can beat good teams, that we can compete with anybody. And I think Houston was such a confidence booster, and that really carried over to this series. And now you're 2 games out of first, and you're hunting down the Jays. And they can easily win this division. Easily. They're playing with such confidence right now at the best time. And they're proving to themselves, oh, yeah, that's right. We did go to the World Series last year. Oh, yeah, that's right. We are more talented than any other team. Oh, that's right. We can play clean baseball. We do have a good bullpen. Our starters are very good and have been the majority of the season. And actually, the guys in the bullpen are good. And we can catch the baseball. So they have they have to prove it to themselves, and I saw it. I saw it in this series. I saw it in Houston. They were like, oh, yeah, that's right. We went to the World Series last year. We're a really, really good baseball team. And to see them prove it to themselves and realize it is, you're just like, there we go. Thank God. Like, am I going crazy? Like, because so much of this season, you're like, how the hell did this team get in the World Series? Like, you think like, okay, Juan Soto. That's why I think as a Yankee fan, you're like, well, they're not going to get back. They don't have Soto, but they can do it. You forget they are a very good team and are capable. So it doesn't get any easier for them. They got a 3-game set against Detroit. They have an off day Monday, and then 3 really good games against Detroit at home. All-night games, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That should be awesome. Can't wait. Yanks are rolling, man. Beat the Stros, beat the Jays. Let's go. I'm feeling good, and you should too. This has been your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.